impression of the defense, how they played, what you saw?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I think, this team, the team I watched on film last year, I don't think would have kept battling. And I think Matt has done an unbelievable job of developing that culture to keep fighting. And after what the program's been through, I thought that the kids played extremely hard. I should have done a better job on the last drive, made a couple better calls to get us out of there and to give us a chance to go score and win the game. But I thought overall, especially the defensive front, really played stout and tough and got after it. We had those 2 penalties on that first half thing that just gave them a touchdown, which was disappointing. But we were swarming the ball. We were trying to get there. It was effort. So I was pleased with their effort. We got some things we're getting to shore up because Arkansas would come attack us with 2 tight ends like they did some. That was where they got us a little bit, so we've got to do a better job against that.
Could you sense you guys getting fatigued a little bit towards the end of the game?
Well, yeah, as hot as it was, yes. But we rotated guys the whole game. We did everything we could to do that. The kids played really hard. Memphis made a couple plays. They ran a shovel pass on 4th and 1, and I thought we stuffed it, but he barely got it. They ran a quarterback sneak that I thought we stuffed him, and he barely made it by an inch. So I don't think we were just like laying down fatigue-wise. I think if we would have, they just would have got it first, second at that time. I thought the kids played really hard and kept believing.
Were you expecting a shuffle pass maybe?
No, I never was expecting a shuffle pass. It was a great call by Mike, but we did stuff it.
Yeah.
The guy, I don't know how he got the first down, to be honest with you. Yeah, he barely made it by an inch or so. Hopefully we needed to stop him on that last drive, and we didn't.
You stuck with that base 3-4 a lot, even when they were in 10-11 personnel. What's kind of the thought process behind that when a lot of teams would go nickel?
And from what they were trying to do to us defensively, a couple of times when we went nickel early, they ran the ball. And so I said, well, that's what his plan is. I'm going to stay in base and see if we can slow him. And we did. It helped us on a lot of 3rd down and 4th downs, I thought, on a lot of 3rd downs.
Do you trust those outside linebackers enough in coverage to be able to do that?
Yeah, we're going to bring them a lot, and they'll drop to the flats, and they understand their coverage technique. You can see they can fly around. I felt they did well in space, and that's something we're going to always be worried about, and people attack that, but they're good enough athletes. It's hard for the little receivers to block those big guys.
You mentioned watching last year's defense. Even in a loss, can you sense the confidence growing a little bit amongst these guys because they fared better against the run and really just in general?
Well, I hope they are. I hope they realize what we're doing, and then we'll get back and watch it on film, and they can see how the techniques we're teaching them and how we're trying to be attention to detail on it, that they'll see that. And we got some things to shore up that Arkansas will attack, and so we got to go get ready for the 2 tights a little more against Arkansas, and we got to put this one behind us and learn from it and go on to the next one.
How did you see Sam respond to those 2 early penalties?
He kept playing. He didn't hang his head. He kept playing. That's his first game. He came clean on the blitz, and he should just pulled off. He will learn. I just wish it wouldn't have learned in that situation where they have a chance to go get a touchdown. The face mask, sometimes that just happens. But we had everybody there. It's like one of those things like, oh, you got to be kidding me, because he wasn't going to gain any. Even if he would have missed the tackle, everybody was there. So I can't, that just happens in football. But when you're this close a game, those are kind of the ones you go back and second guess as far as, God, if we wouldn't have done that. But I thought Sam played from what I saw. He kept playing. He didn't hang his head. He did some good things.
It seemed like a really good tackling game for some of the corners out on the edge.
Yeah, we've been working hard at it with the corners and the safeties. Been working really hard. We had the one tackle and we bladed the guy and his elbow went down and we didn't wrap up. That was about the only time all day. And we'll make sure we get that corrected. We're tackling better, it looks like to me, from what I saw on film last year. And we work it every day hard. I mean, every single. We don't, even when we're in shorts, we're either tackling the dummy or we're doing inside-out leverages, making sure we're doing it right. But the play by Jalen was a phenomenal play on that 4th and 1. So.
What can you do to get a little more out of the pass rush? I think it was 2 sacks, but one of them was kind of those like half-yard sacks.
Well, what they were doing, they weren't really dropping back. So if they're not really going to drop back, I mean, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to get a ton of pass rush because it was play action. It was. They were moving pocket. That was their whole plan. I think if they would have dropped back and we could have got in some rushing situations, I think we could have got after them. So it all depends on what they do. I think 2 sacks today was pretty good, but they really didn't drop back. They had 1 drop back, and I think we sacked them. Really, I mean, they might have had a couple more, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Were you surprised at all at the amount they kind of got it out in space in the perimeter? Y'all fared pretty well against it.
Yeah, no, I figured that's what they would do. I figured that's what they would do. we dropped those outside guys. Some we brought them some. We just try to keep mixing it up.
Are you almost baiting them to do that when you put the 4 linebackers on the field and you just keep them out there, just trying to get them to throw out wide?
There's different things you can do on it, and I just think if they're good enough athletes, they can play out there. There'll be different situations where we're playing different teams and they're doing different type pass routes, different things that we wouldn't keep them out there. But what was happening today, we felt like we could.
I know it's a loss, but all things considered, do you come out of this positively?
It's a loss. That's the thing you take. I mean, it hurts. And those kids have worked so hard. The thing they have to do is just keep believing and keep pushing. It's not a cliche. It is true. And if they do, they'll keep getting better. And our offense is so young, they're going to get better. So if we all keep improving, we played a good football team today. I know we're going to play some other ones than the SEC that are better. There's no doubt. But this is a 48 points a game team. They're a good team. We played them at their place. And I believe that our guys will keep believing in each other. And Matt's doing a great job of keeping those kids motivated. I know the offense will do better next week for sure. And hopefully we can keep learn from our mistakes today and improve on it, and maybe do a little bit better coaching against some of those sets and go from there.